Good morning, Meg. How are you? I was going to say, how is everyone? Because normally more than one person is here by now. Jessie is being weird this morning. I don't know what is her deal. David took her for a walk already. And this morning she's like jumping around the house and grabbing toys and throwing them in the air, running outside, running back inside. I don't know what is her deal, but hopefully she chills the F out because I got works to do. Skippy, skip, skip. Okay, so today we're going to do these pine tree looking things. Robin, I just see that you're on here. If I call you at like 10:30 or like 10:40, will you answer or will you be in school? Like, can you talk for a minute? It's nothing serious. It's just Christmas gift stuff. But it's easier if I can just tell you. Please respond. Okay, so today we're going to do a brown down the middle. Yeah, so like 40 minutes. Do a brown down the middle. And then I'm going to try and see if I can't use both of these colors. I feel like we're going to have another situation like these ones over here where the colors are a bit too similar, but we'll see. So I'm going to do a little bit of brown. And I'm thinking like 3 strands. Or even 2 strands. We'll see. 3 strands. And I'm just going to do a little stem stitch down the middle. And just like before, I'll finish one full one because there's 3 that we have to do. And then I'll just film the rest of them for as long as, well, another 30 minutes or so. Robin, yes, my time. So like 40 minutes from now. So just like before with the stem stitch, we could probably just do even just a plain back stitch. But I want to do a little stem stitch, I think. Just a little one. So I'm going to make these a little bit longer than I normally would because I don't want them to be really tightly twisted. I just want it to have like a slight twist. Knew it. Good morning. Good morning, George. Okay, so that's it for that. We just got a little stem in the middle. And then we're going to use the straight stitch and less strands, so probably 2 or even 1. And we're going to make... George has just messaged me and says, lovely nail varnish color this morning. Right, so I've chosen 2 colors. You don't have to choose 2 colors if you don't want to. I just want to see how it looks. So I'm going to start with this lighter one, I think, because the darker one is very close to this dark color. So I'm just going to do a couple of those. And I did do my nails yesterday night. So if you're interested in that, I tried to do like a little ombre type thing with like a lighter color to a darker color. So on this hand, it's all right. See? On this hand, it got crazy because I'm not that great with my left hand. So like this one like hardly has any. And then this one has like a ton. So, whoops. Okay. Maybe my mom isn't on here anymore. But my mom gets up early like every morning to work out and all this stuff. So I'm going to use 2 strands. So maybe she's just working out and listening to me instead of watching. And I always have a smaller working out or listening. Can I call you in 30 minutes or not? 40 minutes? You never said yes or no. There comes a time when you get older and you have to treat your parents like children. Oh, thank you. I'm assuming that's Kirsty from the Birmingham Etsy team. These ones, she says, those stripy leaves look so good. Yeah, I like those. Let's zoom her in again so we can see. So we've done 3 strands of the stem stitch, just right here. And then we're going to do some straight stitches and just long straight stitches. So from the very end, and we're just going to tuck them up under this little branch thing in the middle. But normally when we do stitches like this, I'm always saying, make sure they're nice and neat. Make sure they're all parallel. Make sure that they all look nice. For this one, no. You're just going to do every kind of which way. Don't make them too crazy, but you don't have to worry about making them all parallel or making them all like super, super straight or anything like that, because the pine needles that you find on the tree, they won't be nice and straight. So we're just going to do, I mean, not straight, but parallel. So we're just going to do kind of an every which way. Goodness. Just make sure that you're really tucking them underneath. So what we could have done is done all of the green first and then the brown last. But sometimes I like to know where I'm going to be tucking them under. And I think I will go back with a darker color and just add a couple darker ones. And then towards the top, you're going to do the same thing all the way around. This is one of those examples where you don't have to have crazy, like intricate stitches to make something look really nice, because it's literally just the straight stitch. And remember, they will go overlapping, so don't freak out when you get here. And don't make these kind of really small either. You want them to go straight over top of there. Okay, I will call you. I'm also using a smaller needle, only slightly. So here's the one I'm using now. And this is the one that I was using before. They are slightly magnetized, you can tell. So they're really not that much different, but it's just a little bit smaller. Over the summer, I lost my most favorite needle, and I'm not even kidding. Last night, I had a dream where I found it in the lake. Like I was at the lake and I found it in the lake. How improbable is that? I was like, oh my God, it's my needle. I was also with Jennifer Aniston, so there you go. Uh-oh. These ones are so hard to get out. I almost got it too. If they're too bad, then I just cut them. Good morning. I'm just gonna keep doing this all the way down, even though obviously I haven't done that one yet. You can do it this one on top, or like me, I'll probably have to stitch over top of this little pine tree leaf thing. Okay, so there's one layer. If you want to, you can go back and do another layer. But what I'm going to do is put just a couple in with a darker color, I think. And not a lot, just a couple. Again, we're doing 2 strands for the little pine needles and 3 strands for the brown down the middle. Look at that mess. That's what happens when you get all of your knots in the same area. So that's what I mean when I say try to spread them out. Try to think about where's your next stitch gonna be? Where's it gonna end? Because you really don't wanna have all those knots together. As you're stitching, it's just gonna get harder and harder and harder to put your needle through. Here we go. So I'm just gonna add a couple darker ones every so often, and we'll see how that looks. Just a couple here and there. You don't want it to be too overpowering, or else all you'll see is just a big kind of filled in shape. You still want to see the white between the little pine needles. You want to see that white sticking out a little bit. Because really, pine needles, they're not like really full, lush leaves, are they? They're kind of on there here and there. do one more here. And then call it a day, I think, on that one. Right, so we also have this one to do. Let me zoom her out. I might have to turn it because it'll be easier to do both of these at the same time. So we have this one to do and then this one to do. And then all of the greenery will be finished. Well, all of the greenery on yours will be finished, hopefully. Mine, I'm behind. Okay, so if you remember, there are little pine needles underneath here. So actually this right here is the middle. So you might have to make this up a little bit. So as you're stitching, don't feel like I can't do this because there's no pattern there. The only thing to remember is just to make each side like the same length, if you know what I mean. So you don't want one side to be like really long and then the other side of pine needles to be like really short. So if you have to make these up, don't fret. Sorry guys. So I'm gonna go way deep here with the stem stitch again. And remember, I only want it a little bit twisted, so I'm gonna make these longer, whereas these ones were shorter stitches, so you can really tell they're twisty. And this is 3 strands. Hello. I'm almost off the screen. It's a long one. We're rewatching The Office, and so me and David are just like, that's what she said, all the time. Because obviously Michael Scott says that all the time. I think we're annoying each other with it. That's what she said. Goodness. Okay, so I'm back to my lighter color. I'm just doing a knot in the end. And we're just gonna start the same. And remember, these are all overlapping, so you're gonna have to overlap some of your little pine needles here. Good morning, Kim. How are you? How are you getting on with your market prep? You've been working so hard. And remember, with these leaves, or with these pine needles, you kind of want them to be random. You don't want them to be all parallel. You want them to be... Maybe that will help a little bit more. It's really dark today here. It's not raining. Kim says, hey, how's it going? My hand is about to drop off. I believe it. She's been updating in her stories about all of the market prep that she's doing. And it's like so much. She's made so much stuff already. Do you want to come and help me, please? Actually, I'm going to see if one of my friends is able to come and help me prep some things. We're just the same as before. You need to tuck these all in here because you don't want them to be kind of like that. How they're just kind of close to it. You want to really tuck them in there. Kim says, I feel like I've been stitching Christmas since August. It is that way for makers though, because we need so much extra time to, one, develop products and make sure that they're good products, so we're not just putting anything out there. And then also prep for markets, because stitching takes so much longer than some of the other crafts that I've seen. And like I make kits, so a lot of mine is like making sure that I order, like I have all of the materials, like have them all in the house. So like sometimes a kit will be sold out, not because I don't have the colors, but because I've run out of hoops. Kim says, I'm fully over it now, and stitching takes so long. It does take so long, but that's the beauty of a handmade gift. And your pricing should reflect it. Don't sell yourself short. I'm just getting more thread to finish this bit. Of the lighter color. Kim says, haha, I'm just going through and figuring out prices. A good way is that like a lot of times people say to batch your makes. So say that you're going to make 4 Merry Christmas hoops. Obviously it takes a little bit shorter time to make 4 than it would be to make just 1. But price it as if you were to make just 1. You know, so say like you can make 3 in an hour, but you can make 1 in 45 minutes. Just say. If someone ordered just 1, you'd have to take 45 minutes to make it. Do you know what I mean? Not that you asked for any tips or anything, because you definitely didn't. But that's always something that I try to remember. Like if I had to make it right now and had to spend the money on all of the materials and everything for just 1, how much would it cost? Kim says, batching has been so handy and has resulted in me not leaving the house. I feel ya. Even just like on my table right now, I have stocking tags, I have wood slice ornaments that are painted and that need another coat. I have finished wood slice ornaments. I have some that still need to have holes drilled. She says, I'll be so happy to get a social life back. It's so true. Just think of all the people who are getting those ornaments from you and all those handmade goodies, and they're opening them on Christmas Day and they're like crying because they're so happy to get them. That's me. But I'm like, I really don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing this today. Not because I don't want to make it, but because I'm just tired, you know? You get burnt out stitching the same thing over and over and over and over. But then I think, how happy are these people going to be when they open it as a gift? Like someone's picked this from my shop to give as a gift. And that's like so sweet, I think. Kim says, yes, I cannot wait to see stuff in the wild. Yeah. I have one lady who she ordered a stocking tag from me back in 2017, and they've just had another kid, so she wants to get another one for the new little girl. And I think that's so sweet too. Like, from 2017, she's like gone back to my shop and like gotten another one so that they could have matching stocking tags. Like, how nice is that? So on this side, I might have to add some more because these colors are quite similar. So I might have to add some more dark ones just to kind of prove my point, you know, that these are overlapping. Because you really can't see the other one very well. Color choice. Color choice is important. Kim says, I love stuff like that. I'm super sentimental. Oh yeah, definitely. I've got a couple handwriting hoops to make, and they always make me cry because they're always like from like a deceased grandfather or dad or mom or something, and they just mean so much to everybody, you know? So I'm always like, oh. Also, I just want to say, you guys are freaking killing it with your hoops. Like, they're so pretty. Everyone's doing such a good job. I mean, I always had faith that you could do it, but it's so nice to see everybody, like, commenting on everyone's pictures and photos, on the hashtag, like, showing off your hoops in the different groups and stuff on Facebook. Like, I'm so proud of everybody. Okay, should I stay and do the other one as well? They don't take that long, but... Kim says, how long will the pattern be available for? I don't really have a plan to take it off and out of the shop at the moment because all of the YouTube videos will still be up. So, I don't know. For a while still, I think. I mean, my philosophy is always just buy it and save it for later, just in case. But I don't really have a plan to take the pattern out of the shop or anything like that, you know? Kim says, I get paid on Monday. We'll be buying. Thank you so much. Seriously. Offering patterns and kits this year has been such a game changer for me. Like, in terms of building a community and, like, getting to see other people stitch. And, like, my bank account also loved it. I mean, I'm, like, in no way getting rich, but it's just, like, it's freed me up to take on more commissions, and I just love seeing everyone stitch. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys, I need to get a new, because right now I have a bendy arm one, and I still haven't bought the other one because it's been out of stock. But there's a big, it's black in color, and it has like an arm that goes up. I almost just said it's a big black one, and I want it. Oh my God, can we not go there? But it's got like an arm that's kind of like straight up and then straight over and then down, and then your phone connects in the down part so that it's like a it's like a rod, it's not bendy. Oh my God. Maybe I needed more sleep last night. Jesus Christ. But anyways, I need to get one of those because every time that I bump my phone or touch it even, it gives you guys whiplash. Meg says, those pine needles are my new fave. Aren't they so cute? So I'm not gonna lie, I saved these for like one of the very last days because I was really afraid that I was gonna mess them up. Like in my head, this is what I wanted them to look like, but I was really afraid that I wasn't going to, you know, be able to make them look like this, if you know what I mean. So it just goes to show you, like, I've been stitching for years now. I opened my shop in 2015. Technically, it was January 2015, but at the end of 2014, I was stitching. Well, I mean, and before that, obviously, but like selling my stuff. So it's been almost 5-6 years. And even now still, I think, I hope that it comes out how I want it to in my head, you know? And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just rip it out over and over and over again. Meg knows. Okay, so this has just happened and I just want to show you. When you're going through other leaves, let me zoom her in. Don't pull so hard because you'll pull the leaves apart. Yeah? So I've just really yanked that one. So we need to go back. And push them back together. So just be careful because overlapping the threads is really effective, but it can also, that was another ad. It can also mess up some of the other leaves. So on the bottom one, we did 6 strands, if you remember that. So with 2 strands going through that, it's probably not going to matter so much. I didn't take any special care or anything like that there. I was just like boom, boom, boom. But up here, we only used 3 strands, if you remember. So just be cautious. That was Jessie sneezing upstairs. Can you hear it? I'm gonna have trouble with this one, I think, because I wanted this pine needle to be on top of the other one. Maybe I can strategically stitch them. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm just gonna go back in and do some darker colors, the darker colors. You guys, what is happening to me? Just wait, Jessie, I'll let you out in a minute. Yeah, lay down. Good girl. And tomorrow's the last day. Can you even believe it? I cannot. And you know what? The more I look at this light green, I want to rip it out because it looks like dirty white. Hasn't it gone so quick? It's already like almost the end of November. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. The other thing that's gone so quick is like next week is going to be Thanksgiving, which means that Friday after Thanksgiving is Black Friday. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a sale or do like a coupon for people to buy stuff like in January/February, or leave it. I don't know. I'm really conflicted over Black Friday sales. Yes, Meg said, soon it'll be time to open my advent calendar. So we got a Harry Potter advent calendar this year. And it was, I think it was like 10 pounds or 15 pounds from TK Maxx. But it has like pens, pencils, notebooks, and stuff. That's all Harry Potter stuff. How fun is that? You got one too? No way. Mine's the Harry Potter one. David picked it out. So normally his mom gets us each an advent calendar, but I'm not like super big on chocolate. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like M&Ms and I do like chocolate, but Kim says that's so cute, and Meg says, "Oh, I got the Lego Harry Potter one." What? There's a Lego Harry Potter one? We got the one that's, you get like a notebook or a pen or like a Christmas ornament. This gap is really bothering me. There we go. Try not to bump the camera again because I think I've already given you guys whiplash enough. She says it's like 17 pounds at Smith's toy store. I'm jealous. So this is what we have so far. This is not what you have, but this is what I have because I haven't done these 3 things. So that's what we have. Tomorrow is the very last day. We're going to do French knots. So like always, I will show you different size French knots on a different smaller hoop. And then how to do them, different thicknesses, all that kind of thing. And all of these little circles here, you can fill in, or even more if you want, with like a white or a cream or a red little French knots for them to be little berries. And so I just kind of snuck them in. This should also like go all the way there. That's bothering me too. You can fill it in with berries. Here, I kind of just like dotted them around. But feel free to add more or less depending on what you would like to do. I think I'm definitely going to rip that out. Oh, it's going to be such a pain. Yeah, I'll just leave it. We'll see. But that's it for me. I will see you guys tomorrow for the very last day. Like I said, we'll do the French knots, and then I'll show you how to close up the back. And that's it for me. I hope you have a lovely day today, and I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye.